Hello everyone, this is going to be a solo playthrough using the 3rd edition rules. There's some changes to the solo bot, and this is going to be me playing as the rebels against the Imperial bot, and we'll get started. I will talk a little bit about the changes as we start playing. Uh, I've set up the game. We have picked Planet L as our hidden base. So that's one of the new changes is that when you're playing as the rebel player, there's some changes to the setup, well, for both if you're Rebel or Imperial, but specifically I'll talk about the Rebel one in this video. You can now pick any planet you want. You're not restricted to the remote planets, and the Imperial Probe deck is only made out of 8 cards. You don't actually need to get the remote planets out. And so once that deck is exhausted, they have found our base. So now it's treated more like a timer. When you're setting up the bot's mission stack, you will take the recon mission, and this is what is called the directive card. And then this is the mission stack still before. So this will actually get removed out of the deck. And if the directive condition is met, they will take this action. Otherwise, they will move. And if they can't move, or if it's been other turns, they'll be doing missions from the stack. And this stack will actually have the top card revealed when we start the operations phase. I'm not revealing it right now because we have to plan our missions out first. So those are the big changes. And this card, the directive card, will help guide the bot to act more like a real person. So the Imperial directive is if they have Imperial units on 3 sector cards, right now they have it on 1 sector card, then the condition's been met. So they're going to try to get their production going, and they will do so by moving their fleets around. But once they have around 3 planets, well, then the bot is satisfied, and they're going to start doing recon missions to try to find our base and go through the deck quicker. All right. There are some other changes to how missions work, and we'll get to that when we start. Oh, the other thing that changes is the Rebel player, and in the 2-player game as well, starts with a objective card now. So we have loyalty. So let's go to the first turn. This is the bot's deck. So we take the top card, we shuffle it into the mission stack, just like before. Okay, and we don't reveal it yet. We're going to plan out our missions. So, oh, and we get a card as well. So the card that we get is Slow Production. This is going to let us destroy units that are on the build queue. They don't have any right now, so we're going to play Loyalty. Let's play Disrupt, and I think we might want to move these. Oh, we can keep them there. Let's do an Information. Let's do these 3 missions. And I'm in a 2-player game, you put these face down, but in a solo game, against the bot, you can leave them face up. It'll be easier for me to talk about it. And we're ready to start the operations phase. So we do turn this over. And they have this card. So the only thing that's important on this card, which is called the Programmed Mission card, is we look at the attribute. And if there's any missions that we're playing where the attribute matches the mission, so if this was a red attribute and we tried to play a red mission, the bot would decide to oppose our mission. Now, missions that don't have an attribute, like this one, is a wild card, and they will always oppose any of our missions if they have this card. If the bot opposes a mission, you're going to take the card. They're going to discard this card. It'll be used in a different round. It won't go out of the game. But you have successfully made a decision so that the bot will not play this card. They will reveal the next card and play that on their turn, so you won't know. So there's a little bit of push your luck. So you have a choice now. You can either do a mission where they're not going to oppose because you can abuse the attribute, a little bit more strategy, or you can push your luck, and if you really want to get rid of this mission, try to play a mission that will have them oppose you. Then that mission will get discarded, and there'll be another mission underneath. So let's get started. We're going to do, I think we're going to do a loyalty mission, and I think we're going to do it here. So they are going to oppose it. And let's talk about missions now. There is a change. Before, in the 1st edition rules, you had to have a matching icon to do a mission and to oppose a mission. And then this would tell you how many dice you would roll. I've simplified the process. Any leaders can do missions, and any leaders can oppose missions. So it's much simpler now. And all you're going to do now is you roll a dice. Each person will roll a die if there's if the mission's being opposed, and you just add +1 to your roll for every attribute you have at the planet. Very simple. And ties will go to the player that is playing the mission, so the attacker. Whereas before, the ties were for the defender. So they have 1 icon, we have 2, so we're going to add 2 to our roll. They're going to add 1, and we'll be the black dice. So it's easier to roll off screen, but we have 7 and they have 5, so we are successful. Oh, I lost those meeples. Oh, okay. So now it's their turn, and it's very easy to run the bot. The very first action that the bot takes is the directive action to see if they have that condition met. And if not, they'll move. And then if, there is a decision tree now in the rules. And if not, and then every other turn afterwards, they just do missions. Oh, we do have to reveal another mission. There should always be 1 revealed. So we know a capture mission is coming up. Ooh, that's good. We don't want to get captured, so we can abuse this by playing we'll play Disrupt next so that they get rid of this mission. So they don't have 3 planets yet, so they're going to move. Movement is mostly the same from the original rules. There is a concept where they take their largest fleet and then they look at the spots that are available to move. They only move in production planets. They never move to the remote planets. And they look at the next spot and then how many adjacent spots next to it have potential move options. And potential move options is planets that don't have rebel units. And then it tries to go in that direction. It tries not to fight against the rebels. It just wants to get resources so that it can produce and make units. Okay, so that was their turn. So we know that they have this capture mission, and we don't want them to do that. So I'm going to do a disruption mission here, which means because it's red and it matches our disruption mission, loyalty goes back in our hand, by the way. They're going to discard this, and they're going to join. Now they get +2 to their roll. We'll be black again, and we have +1 to our roll. All right, we got lucky. So we have a 3 and they have a 3, and ties go to us. So we actually we have a good start to this game. We have a disruption token here. This goes back in our hand. The bot has no more leaders, so they will pass, which means that we have our information that we can play. And we'll play it on the Imperium planet so that they cannot defend. And we get to look at the top 2 objective cards. And we're going to put the planet Imperium one at the bottom. That's a very difficult one to get. And this one will be on the top of the objective deck. And the turn is over. So we go to the objective phase and we score any objectives that we revealed. At any time, so at the operations phase, at the end of the phases, you reveal this. So at the operations phase, and sometimes there's battle phases where if you destroyed a capital ship or something. So it's too early in the game, we don't score anything, so they get a probe card. We get an objective, we know what that objective is, it's the disruption one. I should have done, the very first thing is you bring all of the leaders back, so I should have done that first. Then we increment this time track, and it is a production phase, so we are going to produce. We have 1 here and 1 from our rebel base that's covered, so that's 2 that goes there. They have 1 from their Imperium, a capital ship, and this one is sabotaged, or disrupted, excuse me. And then so then everything slides down, but we actually deploy rebels first this time. That is a change because there's another change in the rules that anything from the rebel base, and this is not just for the bot, for the players as well, if you have units at the base during this deployment phase, you can move them to loyal planets, so not just when they're coming off the queue. So I think we might want to, I think we'll put them in the rebel base for right now. And this is going to go, these are tied. It's going to go to the one with the fewest units and then lowest priority. So it's going to go there. And we're ready for the second round. So we are going to get a new card. And we get Rescue. Now remember, we have slow production, which can destroy 3 health of units right here. So we could destroy that capital ship on the queue, which is something we'll probably want to do, especially since we have a disruption token, which is required. Okay, so the cards for the bot, they get a new card and it shuffles in. Oops, almost dropped that there. All right, it's the planning phase. I do want to do slow production. That's a blue, so let's put our smuggler on that. Let's keep getting loyalty. And yeah, let's put a disruption mission as well. So another new change that I did, and I put the wrong unit, is that you can now oppose missions from leaders that are on the mission card or the leader pool. So you no longer have to leave leaders on the leader pool. You only have to leave them here if you want to move fleets. And I don't think we're going to move any fleets. This fleet is definitely going to move here. Well, let's see, one here. So between these two choices, you can see that they're going to move here because adjacent is another spot that they could take. Whereas here, they've already taken this, and there's no other spots to move. So this has a move score of 1, and this has a move score of 1, 2. And then it goes for the highest one, and lowest sector, leftmost if there's ties. So that's how the movement works. And we are ready to start. Rebels always go first, but we need to see what our programmed mission is. Red. Okay. I think what we can do is, looking at this, we can play our slow production because they're going to move, and then we can play our disrupt, which can get rid of the capture while we still have our disrupt token here. So because I'm doing the disruption token, they're going to lose this, and this is a one-time use. It's not a starting mission, so it goes out of the game. Now it's their turn, and you always just take the leftmost leader to do everything, so it's very easy. I wish we could have this planet so we could start attacking them. We might have to bring this fleet down. Oh yeah, so we'll probably try to get this loyal. So now it's our turn, and we're gonna now disrupt here, which means that they will oppose us because we got the capture. Let's roll our dice. We're black, so we got a 1, and our pilot has 1 red, so we have 2, and they have 5. So they definitely have the attributes, and we failed on the disrupt. That goes back in our hand. Now we get to reveal, we stopped them from doing the capture, but we have no idea what this is going to be. Well, this is much worse. Okay, so we can't stop this because there's no attribute here. So this is going to be played at the Star Fortress, and this normally would blow up planet in a 2-player game, but this one they gain a probe card and it removes 1 loyalty prior, and we only have 1 planet, so we don't have to worry about the priority. This is out of the game. So we slowed them down, but they slowed us down too. So we're going to lose this loyalty. Hold on. Did they remove? Oh yeah, because they're on this planet. We lose the loyalty, and they get a probe card. Okay. And it's our turn, so we do have our loyalty. We can get this planet, which is what we're going to try to do with our mission card. This goes back in our hand. It's now the objective phase, and we don't score any of these because we don't have 4 loyal planets. We don't have 3 planets with disruption tokens on. So we get a new objective card, ambush. We might be able to do this because I'm planning on maybe moving our fleets and trying to attack, hopefully. So we'll put this here. Now it's the beginning. They get a probe card during this phase, and then we will return all of our leaders. We haven't been captured yet, so that's good. That's 1 bonus. This moves up the time track. If there was anything on the queue, it goes down 1, but we destroyed that fortress. But I'm going to take advantage of deploying these units here during this phase. And we're ready for the next phase. So we're going to Oops. And take their mission stack, put a new mission card, shuffle. And we get a new mission card ourselves. Ooh, Coordinated Strike is very good. Okay, so we probably, this is, next turn's going to be a production turn, so we actually don't have that many units that we could produce. This, so maybe we go with maybe we try to go for double disrupt. So we're going to do a disruption and a coordinated strike, and we'll use these two leaders for that. And that is going to be our setup. So let's reveal the card. Oh, they got tracking beacons. That means they're going to oppose because it's got no attribute. And I think what we'll do is we will go here and we will not disrupt. We're going to use our coordinated strike. Let's gamble because I kind of want to make sure we can do the coordinated strike. And I'm hoping they don't have a red here for the next one. So we're going to go here for the disruption. They're going to send their leader, so it's going to be 1-1. So ties we could win. And we got, well, we got a tie, so we do win, which means that we're going to put but I'm worried about getting captured. So this gets discarded. Now we look, it's their first action, directive. They have 3 planets, so they're going to do a recon mission. The recon mission, and this mission just stays here. They keep trying to do it. Ooh, I don't think I can. Oh, and we do get to see the next mission. Ooh, it's yellow. Okay. So I think I'm just going to have to let them have that probe card from the recon mission. Unfortunately, that's one less turn that we have. But that means that the coordinated strike, this should have gone back in our hands. The coordinated strike allows us to destroy 1 starfighter in an adjacent planet and may also add a disruption to it. So we're going to do that here. Oh, oops. No, sorry. I already put the leader that was on here. And that means that we can get our 3rd disruption token here. And it is a production turn, so that is pretty good. It destroys 1 of their fighters. This is a one-time use card. And okay. So they can't play this. So the way that the bot works is if they can't do the reward, so they can't move our objective token back 1 space because we're already at the furthest space, they just keep revealing cards until there's one they can do decree. I think I want to try to stop them on this one. So they're going to try to go here. But I also kind of want to move my fleet. Oh, but I'm going to produce, so I'll at least get 2 more. Yeah, let's try to stop it with our leader so that we can get that objective done. So I'm trying to oppose this so that they don't remove the disruption token, because if we get 3 disruption tokens, we will have completed one of our objectives. And our leader that I left has 2 yellow, and we have a pilot there. So we have 3 to our roll, and they have 1 to their roll. So we'll be black. Here's the dice. Oh, we got a tie again. So we did stop them. Oh man, some lucky rolls right now. And that's going to be the end of this turn. Objective phase, we did score this one, so we're going to take it out. We're going to move our cube up 1. We're going to get a new objective. No captured leaders. And they get a probe card. There is 3 cards left. So it's getting pretty close to getting our base revealed. All right, this is going to move down. We're going to do production. They get 1 for their base. That's all they get. We get 2, 1 here and 1 for our base. We get to deploy first, so we're going to deploy here. And they're going to deploy to the lowest fleet, so they're going to restock that one. And it is the start of a new turn. They're going to get a new mission card. So we know that they have tracking beacon and Imperial might, so we got to be careful about losing that objective token. that we've now gained. And we get a new card, Sneak Attack. We don't have the Star Fortress plans though, so it's not going to help. All right, so we don't have that many planets, so I don't really think that we're going to be able to get this loyalty, but we could get these two if we don't get captured. So I think we're just going to put a loyalty, because then we don't have to be on one of their planets. Oh, I keep forgetting. We need, at the refresh phase, we should be getting all of our leaders back. Sometimes the phone is in the way, so I forget. Did I forget to do their mission? They did the recon. Oh, I think they were supposed to. Yeah, I think they were supposed to be, because this is the one that. I'm pretty sure the hegemon. I might have made a mistake, but I'm pretty sure that I just forgot to move the hegemon when they were doing the decree mission, which adds no yellow to the roll, so we would have still had the same outcome. If I forgot to do that, my mistake. Okay, so we're going to do loyalty. We are going to only do loyalty. We'll flip this over. Okay. So since we get to go first, and I don't want them to do the recon objective, we're going to have ourselves a battle here. I'm hoping that we can destroy the capital ship. So we move our fleet here. We'll see how our rolls go. So we're first. We get to pick any dice we want. I'm going to pick 3 white dice, 1 black dice. And we got a 6. Oh, you can't see. Sorry. 6, 5, and 2s. So those are misses. We have 1 hit on this and 1 hit on the Starfighter. So this is their capital ship. And then this is their fighters. So they got 4, 4, a 5, a 2. Oh, can't see again. 2 and a 2. So they're going to hit us for 1. And any ships that are at 0 at the end of 1 round of combat go, and we get to go again. So I think I'm going to throw 3 white dice again. And we got, oops, that was not a 5. I think that was it. I'm going to throw them again because I accidentally hit them with my fingers. Okay, 5, 4, 2. So that is going to be 2 hits. We are going to be able to destroy it, but are they going to destroy us? So they throw 2 white and 2 black. Oh, and you can't, I just realized you can't really see the units over here. So they got a 6 and a 4 and a 3 and a 1. So they will hit 2 of our starfighters. And we did kill their, so it's just 1 starfighter versus 1 starfighter. We'll throw our dice first. We got a 4, and then they still get to throw their dice, which is a 5. So we mutually all destroyed ourselves. Entire battle. But the good news is that we get to reveal, normally these would be face down, the ambush card. We initiated a battle and we destroyed a capital ship. So this is going to score us during the objective phase. And it's their turn. So they're going to look at, they're going to do the directive card, or the condition, which is not met because they only have 2 planets, so they're going to move. And this is the only fleet that they can move at the moment, and they're going to move here because they can produce. Sorry, they're going to move here because this has a score of 2 and this has a score of 1. Disruption tokens don't matter because they can get rid of them and stuff. Okay, so loyalty mission, where do we want to put it? Let us put it here. And they are going to oppose it. Let's do that correct. And we are black, they are white. 6 and a 1. So we definitely get our... Well, we just have a lot of good rolls right now. We did pretty good in that combat too. All right. That was our loyalty mission. They do have one left. They can't do a discover. They will be doing Imperial Strength. And we are going to try to stop them on this one. All right. We have +1 our roll. They don't. So we're 3 and they're 5. They are going to get the Imperial Strength. It's going to push our objective back 1, unfortunately. Oops. That is out of the game. And that is the end of the turn. So we are not captured. And we did do an ambush. So we're going to push. We're going to go 2 more again. 2 objectives. Objective phase, we are going to get a that card, and then they're going to get a new probe. All right, let's get our meeples back. This is ours. New turn. Well, we got to increment this. And they get a card. We get a card. Ooh, we get boarding party. It's interesting. Okay. So we only have 2 units. I think we want to continue doing loyalty. And we'll do a boarding party just in case. Guess we want to do that. I would have liked to have an uprising. Would have been nice. All right, so we reveal the mission. The program mission is a decree, which is yellow. You know, I think what I'm going to do here is I think we're going to try to stall 1 more turn and just hope that we can hold off on this probe, because we are going to get production phase next turn, so we get a lot of units back. So we're going to battle, and this time you guys will be able to see the units, hopefully. All right, I'm going to throw first. We got a 5 and a 3, so I should say 4 or 5 is a basic hit and 6 is a critical hit. So we did get them, and they're going to throw 1 dice, which they got a 2. So we did a good job here, but that means that it's their turn. They only have 2 planets, so they are going to move. And I think even though this planet only has only 1, so the boarding party allows us to destroy up to 2 HP worth of units, so 2 starfighters, and then we get to put 2 HP worth of units on the build queue. And there's only 1, so, and they're not going to oppose this because it's yellow, so it's out of the mission. So we are going to destroy only 1, and then we can put our capital ship at spot 2. And now they're going to do decree, and this is the only 2 planets that they can do it on, so they are going to remove this disruption token, and they always prioritize disruption. It tells you what to do on the bot side here. Remove disruption, otherwise loyalty, and prioritize the most HP. They can't remove it here because they don't have any units, and I just destroyed their units. Otherwise they would have removed it there. So that mission has been played, and the next mission I think was, well, we'll just put that one. Next one is red. Ooh, they have their bounty. Ooh, they're going to capture us. Well, nothing we can do about that, so let's get L in case we want to deploy there. We're going to be successful because ours is yellow and they're showing a red. Oh, and I forgot to put the leader down when they did the decree. Sorry about that. Now, for their final mission, they will do a bounty, and the way it's going to work is they will do the leftmost lowest sector without any of our leaders, which is going to be here, and we have nothing to stop them, so they will capture. And it tells us right here, move a leader from the highest sector and leftmost, which is going to be, sorry, I just forgot to put her. So it's the highest sector. They're going to take our leader, and I'm going to put her upside on her back, or just laid down so that they can remember that she's captured. This is a one-time use, so that's out. And it's the end of the turn. We did not do any of our objectives. We get a new objective, secret plans. They get a probe card. So there's only one probe card left. Ooh, we might be able to just sneak by without them discovering our base. And then we get all of our leaders back except for our captured ones, which means I'm only going to have 2 workers basically to do something with next turn. This increments up. It is a production. We'll start with us. We have 1, 2, 3 at the 1 spot, and then we only have 1 more cube left that we can put on the 2 for here. That's all of our units. They will get 2 here, and these 2 are going to go to their Star Fortress. All right. And then, well, we have to deploy ours first. So we can actually do this. We can put 2 here and 1 here. And then these slide down. All right, let's see what our mission is. Ooh, we got our uprising. That would guarantee 1, 2, 3. Well, I think we actually, even if they were to discover our base, they're too far away from it. So I think this is going to be a pretty good game. We just had the rolls going for us. I actually just lost the last one, but I thought I would re-record because I just made a few too many mistakes. So let's finish out this game. Oh, we need to add a card to the mission stack. And I think I will do the uprising. And I'm actually going to do 2 moves, I think. Oh, you know what? Yeah, we're just going to do 2 moves. We're not going to do any missions, and you'll see why. Because I'm going to move these units to these planets, and then that'll fulfill the remote planet units. All right, so we revealed the mission card. We're going to go first. We're going to move 1 unit to M. They're going to move here. Then we're going to move 1 unit to J. And they're going to do a mission. Tracking beacon. So they get 2 probe cards right away. It goes to... oh, she should have moved with us. So the bot moves the captured leaders when they move. And it says right here, they gain 2 probe cards. So it's very bad if you're captured. So what happens when you reveal a base? Well, luckily we are 4 spaces away, even though they only have 1 more leader. But what happens is you take 2 units off of, first you find the closest planet that they have units on to our base. And all of our units, first of all, come off. This is flipped, it's revealed. Or it was unhidden, it should have been revealed, sorry. And then the closest planet, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces away. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces away. Or yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Oh, so I guess they're both the same. So it doesn't really matter in this case. But then all the other planets. Well, I guess we could use the golden rule of lowest sector leftmost. So since they are the same, we'll go with this one. You grab 2 units from the 2 highest HP units from every other planet, which in this case will be this. So you can see that even though we had them really low on units, they managed to kind of get their last fleet together, and then they will do nothing but spend move actions to go as as close as they, and make a beeline right to the base. They go horizontal first and then vertical, I believe. The rules do say, I might be wrong, might be vertical, then horizontal, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't. But now that's the end of the phase. It is the objective phase, which we do score the alliance, which means that we're going to push this cube. They would get a probe card. We would get our last objective card. But because the round marker, the time marker, has touched the objective marker, we have won the game. So we successfully was able to stall them enough so that we were able to win. And that was a solo playthrough of the Rebels.